I was lost. I'm not gonna lie. I was lost. I even asked the guy that was kicking off. I said, "What do I do?" And he pointed at a guy. He said, "I'm gonna kick it to him. Go tackle him." And I just took off running, and I illegally speared him, which is illegal in rugby. So I just speared him. I should have been a yellow card off the rip, but he let it go. And it just, from there, I just loved it.
Really, it started with two young men walking up to me after class, taking a world history class at UNA. And they said they were starting a rugby program and they needed a faculty advisor. So they asked me if I was willing to do it. I said, okay, I've got some questions. Want to know a little bit about what's going on. I said, most importantly, I'd like to meet the coach. And so we started a conversation about what they were really seeking. For many of them, they were athletic kids, but they weren't going to play college football or be involved in a varsity type sport. But they wanted a challenge, they wanted a new opportunity, they wanted some structure and some rigor, and I think really more importantly, they just wanted a brotherhood. And so the program started really with two young men saying, we want to do this. Coach Roberts, I got to meet him very early on, and we immediately shared a similar philosophy as to what was most important, that their academic career needed to take priority over rugby, and teaching them to be good sportsmen, to take care of each other and to be a team. And so that's really where it began. I told them I'd do it for a year, and I ended up doing it for 12.
13 years coaching at UNA. So I started the program from scratch and have a lot of success, a lot of good players come through. Probably 12 or 13, maybe 14, played in t-shirts, borrowed jerseys, but rugby's a sport in which we would go and play, and if we needed a few players, they would lend us some players, and very humble beginnings, but the university's always been supportive from that and always given us tremendous support. And just year after year, we progressively got better, recruited better athletes, taught more rugby, so it was wound up winning a lot of championships here over the years. So
initially through IN 360, it's an agency where they go to high schools in South Africa saying, hey, if you want to study abroad, you can come through us. So then my parents told me to sign up, and I applied to various universities, and UNA was one of my top 5 options. So then I remember just like watching videos and then hearing about the rugby team and everything. So I was very interested in coming to it. I was like, oh, okay. And then now I'm here.
I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa. I've been here for about 2 months now. Rugby, it's very easy to make friends here. Kind of hard to understand the southern accents. Like the heavy southern accents, quite hard to understand. But I'm getting used to it. It's getting a lot easier. And it's just a very peaceful place. Like, it's very calm. You don't really have to worry about a lot of things. And I'm loving it, to be honest.
I'm from Johannesburg. It's in Gauteng, the province of Gauteng. And I grew up basically in a small town called Vanabel. And that's where I grew up. How long have I been here? I think it's been 2.5 months, if I'm not mistaken. Around about 8-9 weeks. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. The process has been easygoing, actually. Funny enough, before I left, I actually had a fear that I'd get lost at the airport, and I didn't know anyone. I felt like a young kid that was having his first adventure without his parents again. And I'm 20, but it felt like I was living life on my own. And I think I had the support of my coaches. My coach has been checking up on me for 4 weeks before I had to come. So it was great. Months before I had to come, and he just had my back from the beginning. And the journey was easy going because of the agency that I used, which was IN 360 with Mark, my son. And yeah, it really helped me.
I love it. Coming from high school, I knew nobody at UNA. I stepped out here and I immediately made a bunch of friends. We started to gain a lot more support from the fans. Even in high school, I went to state 3 times, won twice. We still didn't have as many fans as we have out here now. We're starting to win a lot, and I'm really enjoying it. I didn't know this coming in, but Mo and Cameron live right next door to me. So we have fun all the time, and then we take that fun on the field too. We push each other, we talk a lot of crap, but we're good friends till the end.
It's pretty easy, per se, just because we're all out here doing the same thing and we're all fighting for the same thing, and it's easy to connect over something. So it's just a brotherhood by itself. They would host friendlies up here a few years. So starting my junior year at high school, I'd come up here and play for a friendly. I got a chance to. And there was one game I got to play with my brother, the coach, and there was one tackle I made. And I had some buddies in the stands, and hearing their reaction to that tackle and seeing his face light up and seeing what he said about it really just hit somewhere, and it just stuck with me.
I played at UNA when I was in college back in 2010 through 2013 here. And then I went on to chiropractor school. Rugby actually led me to pick my chiropractor school. Played there, got hurt, and coached. And now I get to bring what I learned back to help my community grow.
I started working for this study abroad agency based in Tokyo. And we had the first partnership with the U.S. universities, that which is UNA was the first school in Alabama, state of Alabama. And I was the first one to assign to this partnership program. And since then, I've been here 22 years.
I always wanted to be a coach. My background is come from a very low economic background. I knew education was my way out. So I was fortunate enough that I was able to get an education, and I always felt like to whom much is given, much is required. Coaching was always on my heart. So when I had an opportunity to start the team at Lee University, I did, and I just fell in love with the men and the athletes that come through the program. You know, we've had a lot of success in the wins, a lot of championships, but I guess what I'm most proud of is developing these young men to be good fathers, good husbands, good friends. So that's my passion, to help others that was in my situation to get an education and get out of whatever economic poverty they might be in or anything like that. So it's on my heart to mentor men, to create men to better themselves so they can be better to the community, and the community around them can be better. So that's where my heart is.
I think the reason you want to come to UNA and play rugby is because you want to be part of a team. You want a family. You're not going to be around people that don't share your values and don't believe in integrity and hard work and determination. You're going to be encouraged to be a better man. And you're also going to be part of a winning program. But most critically, you're going to leave better than when you started.